This passage shows Rexroth's intellectual audacity, bright responsiveness to what he sees, and his ideological anger and compassion. The compassion is exemplified by one of the highlights of Dragon, which Rexroth movingly contrasts an age of gold in the medieval culture of southern France with one of iron. The latter was comprised of the office held by the Pope and imperialist England and northern France, which annihilated a flourishing culture of love and literature, a booming economy, and Catholicism, which is a religious movement.
So in conclusion, this piece includes wisdom, historical reminiscence, ideological inspiration and travel experience, but also a forcing revelation of the massive corruption by or of World War II and its consequences across the world. I'm sure you would agree that Dragon is unquestionably one of Rexroth's major works.
Definitely.
And, well, anyways, now moving on to one of his last poems written in 1978, the love poems of Marechko. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Yeah.
Can you explain in a nutshell how the theme dramatically changes compared to his earlier poems?
This poem represents an order of love verse strikingly different in some ways from all Rexroth's other love verse, and remarkable for a man in his late, and it's remarkable for a man in his late 60s. Marechko is a sequential verse narrative of 60 short verses supposedly written by a Japanese poetess named Marechko that Rexroth claims to have translated, but actually Rexroth wrote them. This work constitutes an unforgettable union of passion, and in short, the series comprises a mini tragedy of being loved and left. Deeper thematic elements of the poem provided through eroticism with a process of tragic realism that is a high achievement in American love verse.
Okay. Now in this poem, it starts off with an intensity of dramatic desperation and anguish that communicate the passions permeating a love. The poem goes on to saying, making love with you is like drinking seawater. The more I drink, the thirstier I become, until nothing can shake my thirst but to drink the entire sea. Now what is the meaning of this verse?
We've prepared for some strong erotic episodes with an unquenchable appetite for love. The poem goes on to say how love is so obsessive and overwhelming to Marechko at all times, day and night.